Today, myself, Madhvi Marvatkar, and my friend Sejal Wagmare, we are going to present our activity number 6 of material science, and it is a debate, and we are guided by Miss Mangal Then ma'am for this activity. So, our debate topic is the comparison between breakdown strength of liquid and solid materials by liquid testing method and by solid testing method. Actually, it is a comparison between 2 points, but me and Sejal try to make it as a debate, and we are try our best. So over to you, Sejal.
Yes, ma'am. So content we are going to explain is type of electrodes used, then how to know the breakdown has occurred, then diagram, then device which is used to measure gap distance between electrodes, then property to regain its dielectric strength, then its characteristics of material used, then its safety precautions and its effect of temperature, and last point is examples. So before going forward, I would like to tell you that I will be telling about solid tasting and my friend Madhvi will be telling about liquid tasting. So our first point is type of electrode used. Now, Madhvi, tell.
Yes. As I'm explaining the point of liquid testing, so in the liquid testing process, the mushroom shaped electrodes are used, and these mushroom shaped electrodes are also known as hemisphere electrodes.
But in solid tasting process, the flat shaped electrodes are used, and these electrodes are also known as robostric electrodes. As you can see in the below diagram, the flat shaped electrodes.
So the picture which is given below the liquid testing points, in that picture you can see how the mushroom shaped electrodes are looks like. So let's we discuss our next point. So our next point is how to know the breakdown has occurred. So in liquid testing, during the process when the spark is takes place, then we will come to know the breakdown has occurred. And you can see in the below picture how the spark is takes place between the two electrodes during the process.
But in solid tasting, during the process when the damage inside the material is taken place, then at that point we will come to know the breakdown has occurred. As below in the picture, which is given, there are small 2 points are seen. That types of damages we can see in the solid tasting materials.
So the next is the diagram. So in liquid testing, there are if we their symbolic representation is as shown in figure. So there are we use auto transformer, and at the primary of the auto transformer there is the single phase 230 volt AC supply, and at the secondary there is a voltmeter connected. And in this diagram there is a test cell, and in that test cell you can see how the mushroom shaped electrodes are fitted. So that is the symbolic representative diagram of liquid testing process.
But in solid tasting, the symbolic representation of the solid tasting process is given here. So as you can see, the single phase 230 supply is applied at primary and the voltmeter is connected at secondary. The diagram is same as of liquid tasting, but the difference is that the flat shaped electrodes are used and which is represented.
So let's go the further. So the next is the device which we use to measure the distance between electrodes. So in liquid testing process, the slip gauge is used to measure the distance between electrodes, and you can see in the below pictures how the slip gauge looks like, and how by using that slip gauge we can measure the distance between electrodes. It is very easy to measure distance between electrodes by using the slip gauge.
And in solid testing, we measure the distance between electrodes with the help of screw gauges. And by using the screw gauges, we can also measure the thickness of the paper. That paper we can put in between the two electrodes. So from that, we can conclude that the thickness of the paper and the distance between the electrodes are same. And also, by using the thickness, we can also measure the breakdown strength of the material.
So, and here in liquid testing, to measure the breakdown strength, there is a need of the value of distance between electrodes, and by using that value, we can easily measure the breakdown strength of that material. So the next is the property to regain its dielectric strength. So in liquid testing process, the transfer, as we see in case of transformer oil, which we use for liquid testing, it has property to regain its dielectric strength.
But in solid testing, insulating paper which we use for solid testing it does not has property to regain its dielectric strength, as it's totally opposite of liquid testing, Madhu.
Yes, and why I'm saying that the liquids are able to regain its dielectric strength, because when the breakdown takes place, at that time the vibrations are also takes place in that device, and due to that again the fresh oil comes between the electrodes, and due to that we are able to measure its dielectric strength once again. So this process repeats itself, so we can say that the liquid materials has a property to regain its dielectric strength.
Yeah,
and it is not in case of solid materials.
Yeah, in paper, the dielectric strength also varies in the range of 3 to 8 in the average of its thickness, and also withstand with its temperature and ability is much higher.
Yes, so let's see the next point. The next is the characteristic of material used in the processes. So in liquid testing, the transformer oil has important characteristic to give fast cooling during liquid testing process. So the liquids gives the fast cooling because the particles are loosely bounded with each other in liquids.
Yeah, but in solid testing, the insulating paper never gives cooling during the solid testing process. So this is because the particle in it are very tightly packed, and we can say the electrons in the material is also very much packed, so it does not give any cooling during the process.
So in liquids, this is the very good property. During the process, they can give fast cooling. So our next point is the safety precaution. So in liquid testing, during the process of finding breakdown voltage of insulating liquids, in the spark takes place, as well as vibrations are also takes place. So these things are dangerous, and these things become hazardous for a person who is performing experiment. So there is need to follow all the safety precautions very carefully.
Yeah, in solid testing, during the process finding the breakdown voltage of insulating solids, there is not more dangerous things happen as compared to liquid testing. And one point I will add, that there is no spark taken place here in solid testing. So we can say there is no dangerous or any harm that takes place over here. And according to this point on precaution, I would like to tell that solid testing must be more safer than liquid testing.
Yes, but we can also see as we follow all the safety precautions carefully, then liquid testing is also not that much dangerous. So there is only need to follow safety precautions. That is the important thing. So the next is the effect of temperature. So in liquid testing, the breakdown strength increases with increase in temperature.
In solid testing, the breakdown strength decreases with increase in temperature. Where in liquid testing the strength increases, and where in solid testing the strength decreases, and that too with respect to the temperature.
So our next and the last point is examples. So for the liquid testing, we are use vegetable oil, silicon fluid oil, hydrocarbon oil, and as well as transformer oil. So all these are the liquids, and they are all have all the above properties which we see in above slides.
Yes, in solid testing, the examples are polyester sheet, polythene sheet, bakelite sheet, then lateroid paper, and brown paper, which are the examples, and these are the more preferable examples which are used in solid testing process.
So thank you, ma'am, giving us opportunity to present this beautiful topic debate. So we are try to give our best. Actually, it is comparison between 2 points. So we are taking as much as efforts to make it as a debate.
Yes, excellent, Sejal and Madhvi. Very good. You conducted all the comparison points. You just conducted very nicely. Actually, if it is debate, it should be considered as a debate. Means you have to scratch out the points of each other. That way, it could have been conducted. But now, okay. But you did very well. PPT was also good. Only one second last point you open, because I want to correct that point about the breakdown voltage, breakdown strength in liquid and breakdown strength in solid with the effect of temperature. Open that point. Let me correct that point.
Can I share screen?
Yes. Yes.
Because I am stopped sharing.